We are at home cooking with Miss Brenda D. So welcome from Miss Brenda D. Family.
Hello everyone. How y'all doing on this nice, beautiful day? Today we're making some delicious squash casserole, y'all. Yes, and here are our ingredients. Here I'm showing you all my ingredients that we're going to use. And we're going to get ready to make this squash casserole, y'all. Okay, y'all, let's get started. Here we are slicing up our onions. And you can slice these onions up the way you want them, but I'm going to just make some rings, and that's the way I like mine. Okay, here we're slicing up our yellow squash. Y'all, I love yellow squash, and this is the season for it. And so if you want to go by your local market, in farmer's market or wherever, and buy you some, you can make this delicious squash casserole. Okay, and the thing what I do is I slice it up. I don't want it thick. I like it like the medium cut, not even thin. But you can cut this up the way you prefer it, okay? Okay, we are done slicing up all our squash. Now we're going to the next step. Here I'm showing you our Ritz crackers. I'm going to use 3 of the snack packs, or use 1 sleeve of your regular size Ritz cracker. Place them in a plastic storage bag and crumble them up. I usually use a rolling pin and just mash them up until they just crumble up into pieces. This is how they should look, and I'm pouring them into a bowl. Here we're adding our shredded cheese to our crumbled crackers, and we're going to mix these together. Mix these as best that you can. I should have used a larger bowl. I love the vegetables during the summertime. They are so fresh, and you can find them almost at any farmer's market or even in the grocery stores. But squash is one of, let me say it like this, one of my favorite vegetables. And I got some more recipes I want to share with you with the fresh summer vegetables, okay? Here we're done mixing the cheese and the crumbled crackers. Okay, let's go to our next step. Here in our deep skillet, we are adding our sliced squash. And now our sliced onions. Here I'm adding maybe a half to 3/4 cups of water to our vegetables just to steam them. And then add our lid. And we're gonna cook these on a medium to medium high heat to let these vegetables steam as so. Okay, we have let our squash steam for maybe 5 minutes. And now we're going to go ahead and season our squash. We want to go ahead and season it because we don't want it to be too tender. So go ahead and season it. You can season it at the beginning if you prefer. Just make this recipe yours. Here I'm adding some salt, onion powder. I'm using quite a bit of onion powder because I love that taste that the onion powder gives it, because we do want our casserole to be flavorful. And now we're adding our black pepper. I'm using 1 to 2 teaspoons of black pepper, but make this recipe yours. Now it's time to mix our vegetables together. We're going to mix that season all down in there so everything can be, well seasoned evenly as much as we can. And as we're mixing this, is this the texture that you want your casserole to be? You can stop right here. This is not the texture that I'm looking for, so I'm gonna, cook it for a few more minutes. Y'all, I just noticed it's raining outside. Y'all may be hearing the raindrops falling, but we're gonna continue to make our casserole. Here I'm using just a little bit more water in there just to let these continue to steam, because this is not the texture that I want. So I'm going to let it steam just a little bit more. I let my squash steam for 10 to 12 minutes total. And this is the texture that I'm looking for. If you want your squash more crunchier, just use less time in steaming them. But this is what I'm looking for. Okay, let's move on to our next step. Here we are placing our squash into a bowl. Here I'm showing you the texture that I want mine. See, we didn't cook this where it would be stringy, but it still has its shape. Here we're adding our 2 eggs to 3/4 cups of milk, whole milk. Here we're whisking this together with a fork, or you can use a small whisk. Now it's time for us to mix our ingredients together. Here we're adding our cheese and cracker crumbs mixture to our squash. Now we're adding half of our melted butter. And we're going to fold it in. We don't want to just mix it in, just fold it, because we want our squash to, keep its shape as much as possible. In other words, try not to overly mix it, okay? Now it's time to add in our eggs and milk mixture, and we're going to continue to fold in the eggs and milk mixture. Like I said, just try not to overly mix this, but still mix it, where everything is mixed well and evenly, as so. Here we're adding a little bit more of our crackers and cheese mixture, but make sure to save at least 1 cup of that cracker and cheese mixture for our topping, okay? Here we're spraying our casserole dish with a non-stick spray. Make sure to spray it well. Here I'm sprinkling some of the cheese and cracker mixture at the bottom of our casserole dish. We're adding this so we can have a crunchy bottom. Now we're pouring our squash mixture into our casserole dish. And we're going to smooth it around as so. Now it's time to sprinkle the remainder of our cheese and cracker crumbs on top of our casserole. This is what gives it a crunchy topping. Here I am spreading it around evenly. Now it's time to add the remainder of our butter on top. Now we're going to place it in a preheated 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. And then we're going to be back with our final result. Okay, y'all, we are back with our final result. I hope y'all enjoyed cooking with me as much as I always enjoy cooking with you all. I got a question. What would you serve with this squash casserole? Please leave the comment below. I hope y'all enjoyed this recipe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And please don't forget to hit that notification bell to get our new and upcoming videos. And to all our new viewers and subscribers, you are welcome, welcome, welcome to our channel. Okay, y'all, as always, I'm going to say y'all have a blessed day and bye-bye for now. Love y'all. Stay safe and be blessed.
We are at home cooking with Miss Brenda D. So welcome from Miss Brenda D and our family.
That's a hit!